Welcome to the happy hour, everybody, right here, Sirius XM Fly. I'm HB on this Soul Food Thursday where I could not be happier to have my girl. I think I just be telling people she my play cousin just because she's a Scorpio. I always tell people she's a Scorpio. The only married woman to do the challenge for the D, the one and only Miss Gabrielle Union is here. Woo-hoo!
What up? What up? I moved to Cleveland for that D.
You moved to Cleveland, the hottest bar out the whole challenge, Gab. You was killing it. Who wrote your bars?
No, me. And you know what? My husband edited some of my bars because he's like, it's too much. It's very aggressive. There was a Dom subline that he was like, only the people who are into certain genres of certain type of stuff are going to get it. So I went real deep with my bars. And then there was the whole I cannot catch nor stay on a beat, which is why there was no music. My bars were a cappella. Yeah.
No, you killed that challenge, which is funny. I didn't know that. So Dwayne is editing bars. He does that?
Yeah. Well, and then because he had done one, and like then we just taped for ourselves. We're like, we can never release these. Like people will be mortified or strangely even more intrigued. But yeah, no, he's got bars. Like,
see, I was gonna say
he's in his inside. He is like. He's Nas inside.
In his body.
In his mind.
In his mind.
In his mind. It doesn't obviously come out like Nas. Not so much.
So much. That's a crazy ass story, a marriage story as well, because I'll tell you a little secret. So my husband, who you've never met before, he did a verse on a song called Uchi Wally, speaking of Nas.
Uchi Wally Wally, Uchi Bang Bang.
So my husband is Horse, the one who goes, when it comes to sex, I'm similar to the Thriller in Manila, bitches call me Horse. Yeah, so that's my husband, right? So listen, now
I want to come over now. Me and D want to come over and
we
have
could just
food.
have bars.
Yeah, and we just like my bar. I'll write. I'm the ghostwriter.
Okay, all right.
Because I clearly cannot deliver. But yeah,
okay.
This is a good time.
This is a good time for us now. So when he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna do this song. I want you to hear these bars. It's kind of nasty though. Don't be offended." Yeah. So he came home with the first run. I was like, "This is Uchi Wally. This is Uchi Bang Bang. You gotta go in."
Yeah.
So he scratched it, and then that's the verse that the world hears. That's the verse, the new version that I approve, except for the line, "Hit it with my wife going." I didn't like that line when he was like, "I even hit it with my wife going." I was like, "Nigga, you couldn't find that."
Yeah. There's a lot of things that could have gone there.
Yeah.
In lieu of when my wife is gone.
When my wife is gone. So I appreciate the ghostwriting and everything. I'm with you, Gab. Gabrielle Union is here for Soul Food Thursday. We're going to talk about food. We're going to talk about wine, of course, in her new book. We're going to need more wine. It's all up next in the happy hour right here with me, HB. It's the happy hour right here, Sirius XM Fly. I'm HB on this Soul Food Thursday with my girl, my play cousin, the ghostwriter. Gabrielle Union is here. We are celebrating her new book. And I follow you on Twitter, which I thought was so dope, because you the other day, you wrote, "I'm so happy to be waking up as a writer, and I'm starting my press tour for this book." And I was like, man, that's just legit dope that she's able to like now add that to so many things that you've been blessed enough to do. What was the process like writing this book? And to me, just kind of coming clean, because I think when you decide to write a book, you have to be open and unlock those doors that you personally hold that key to. Yeah. What was the process like?
Terrifying.
Really?
Yeah, because I know my truth. My loved ones know my truth. But giving your truth to the public, to strangers, to people you don't know are going to show your truth respect. What are they going to do with your truth?
Right.
That is terrifying. And for someone who has often been paralyzed by fear of public humiliation, the process was scary.
Yeah.
You know, so like the writing it down is very therapeutic. And a lot of the stories are things that started off as homework from my therapist, you know, to journal, that I've been doing for 25 years. And then some were like, oh, like, especially some of the funny ones, because I'm like, these are funny stories, but are people going to have my same sense of humor? Or are they going to find this offensive? Like, you just don't know. And then I was like, screw it. I mean,
I'm here already.
Listen.
When did it get fun? Because you got these chapter titles: Black Girl Blues, Black Women Blues, warning, famous vaginas get itchy too. I was like, oh, grown ass woman blues, get out of my pussy. Like this, at some point you was like, you know what, this is fun now. What chapter did it start getting fun?
Well, naming the chapters was very fun. Fun. Let me see. Okay, the Ballad of Nikki and Little Screw. That's the chapter where I lose my virginity.
Your nickname was your family.
My family calls me
Nikki.
Yeah.
Where does Nikki come from?
Like in all black families, nicknames don't always make exact sense. So a lot of people, I mean, to this day, cannot say Gabrielle. Like it's obviously a lot of people
Gabrielle.
say Gabrielle. It's just for whatever reason, it's very difficult for a lot of people to say my name. And my grandfather couldn't say it. And my middle name is Monique. And then it went to Monique and then to Nikki very fast. I was still like a baby.
I did not expect that answer, but I'm rocking with you. I got you, Gabrielle.
and it's Nikki with an IE. My family's very particular about the spelling. So.
And who's Little Screw?
Little Screw. He was the guy I lost my virginity to. I had to change his name in the book, but that was a nickname that he had.
Okay. I was thinking Little Screw, Little Penis, Little.
No.
It was so.
I mean, I shouldn't be like no. It was monstrous. No.
How was it for the first time? Like honestly, if you could, now that you thought it over and you're secure now, what was the first experience like?
Scary, because for whatever reason, for a lot of people who've read the book didn't realize that Little Screw was a white guy. Having your first experience interracially, I had this overwhelming fear that my lady parts were different. And I use the phrase in the book, and I had this fear that I had wolf pussy. And
what's wolf pussy? I'm learning
like
so
what
much.
I thought mine was, like raw, like it was gonna look different. It was gonna like attack. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have anything to compare it to. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't like eyeballing other people's vaginas. So, my mom's. Like I was like, oh, okay. Where I learned the phrase, like in high school, they would say, she's got a fur pie. And I didn't know what that meant. And then I saw my mom get out of the shower, and I was like, oh, like it's the shape of like a pie, and it's furry. It's a fur pie.
So when you don't shave and it's round, it's a fur pie.
Well, it goes up your thighs, into a shape of a V.
A slice.
A slice.
Got it. Oh shit! Yeah, Gabby, teach your girl. It's the happy hour. We will talk about food and not fur pies because it's Soul Food Thursday, and talk about drinks as well. Gabrielle Union is here. More happy hour up next, right here on Fly. It's the happy hour right here, Sirius XM Fly HB on this Soul Food Thursday. Gabrielle Union is here. We're hanging out, talking about. Now we're gonna talk about real food. We had a whole conversation about fur pies. I do know what that is now, and I'm going to use that. We were talking about links. You mentioned
hot links.
Hot links.
I'm a hot link connoisseur.
What? Tell me about hot links.
Hot links. Any kind of Polish sausage, any kind of spicy sausage. I'm not as into the turkey substitute.
No.
Pork, swine. I need the swine. Swine is divine.
Crazy.
I'm very particular about my barbecue sauce, Sweet Baby Ray's.
Nice.
Yeah.
The whole studio's like, word.
Yeah. But no, and as I've gotten older, my tolerance for spicier foods has increased. So I love spicy hot links.
Really? You cook at home?
Now this is where I'm going to sound like a disconnected Hollywood person. We have a chef.
I love it, girl. You come on.
He's black.
Yes.
We have a black chef.
Yeah.
But no, our Chef Richard Ingram, who actually has a book out now, Eating Well to Win.
I want to get him on the show.
Yeah, no, he's
I would
amazing.
love to have him.
You would love him.
Okay.
He's awesome. He cooks for us.
That's dope, man. Is that like, are the links like your go-to food even when like you feeling down? Because I have a go-to, but when you feeling down, it's links, or is it like something else?
I always want a hot link, but I also always want ground beef mom tacos. And like in a way, like I was just talking about before we came in here, I love ground beef tacos.
That's crazy.
That are well seasoned.
Your body is so in shape that I would never think that you ate like beef or pork. I would think that you ate like, seriously, like.
I'm from Omaha. Like,
I know. Well, see, that I knew, and I didn't want to like blow it up, but I didn't put that stereotype on you. Like, you in Omaha, them damn steaks, you the Gabrielle Union. Wow.
I love like Cajun ribeye from Morton's. Are you kidding me? Like,
that's
I love
that
Omaha
eat
steaks
like that.
No, bacon brings me a level of joy that I can't quite articulate.
See, I know she greedy and she love food because she smiles when she talk about the food.
I love it. I love eating. It's a problem.
That's so dope.
It's a problem in the sense of like being in Hollywood and, you know, I show up and I look like I've eaten my co-star and you're like,
you never.
Wow, you're just going to suck on that ice chip all day,
huh? You never look like that. And I think that's one of the things, just as my cousin, my play cousin, and as a fan, we've always loved that about you. Like, you look like us. You make us feel proud to be us, rocking our hair, rocking our skin, being browner, so to speak, you know. Then sometimes what you see, you grow up watching, you know, as people call light skin curly. Gabrielle Union hit the scene. We were just like, yes, we could be us, and you better pay it. And so thank you for that, play cousin. I appreciate that so much. Nah, it's real shit. It's the happy hour right here, Sirius XM Fly HB in the happy hour with Gabrielle Union. Oh, before this break, favorite wine, red or white?
Red, Malbec.
I told you. And she's you gotta stop playing. And she's a Malbec girl. I told you, crazy. All right, well, happy hour up next on Fly. It's the happy hour right here, Sirius XM Fly HB. I know she gotta go. I know, but I gotta talk to her a little bit more before she leaves. Gabrielle Union here on the Soul Food Thursday. We're gonna need more wine is the book. We were talking about wine. She is a Malbec girl. I am too. You have your own wine.
I have my own wine. It's actually a Chardonnay. It's called Vanilla Puddin', and it's sold exclusively at Total Wine and More. But it comes out of loving wine. And when I'm day drinking, which is different than my night drinking, which is so sad, I do prefer white wine during the day.
Do you?
And especially when it's hotter outside. Yeah. I'm also one of those people who, like, don't judge me. I'll put ice cubes.
No.
In my wine.
You're not being judged. Darnell Rawlins, the comedian, he roasted me for like a week because he saw me with ice cubes in my wine. I was like, it's okay. Like,
I love white wine that's like ice cold. Yeah. And like, unless you turn your freezer, you know, your refrigerator all the way up, and it kind of affects the other perishables.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that super cold
feeling,
taste.
that chill. Yeah. See, I know we gotta have some wine the next time. And I was thinking about that, but when I saw your picture in Total Wine, because I live close to one, I was like, yo, she's killing it right now. Yeah, man, I do. I stay in Total Wine, man.
It's the best. It's like
it's a shopping
Target for people who drink. It's so, you go in there for one thing and you're like, yes, I need this.
You need a marker pen, and you need the pen to write on your wine glass. Yeah. I need they sell toys, trinkets, everything, little things you can put in your wine. It is the best store.
Like the cool stoppers, everything. So you don't have to waste your,
everything. No, I was happy to see your picture there. I do want to talk about the book a little bit more. I know you came here to talk about your book, and we'd have been hip hop, wine, sausage links, V slice pies.
Fur pies.
Fur pies. Yeah, we've been all around the world. Quasi and I were talking. Quasi's my digital diva. That is and I said, if you could ask Gabrielle Union anything, what would you ask her? And she was like, well, I want to know this and I want to know that. I said, we were on the same page, because I was thinking to myself, how do you do it? Because it's a lot. You have a persona and an image out here that everyone, I wish I was her. But I know, as a married woman, as a career woman, as a sister, all these different things, how do you kind of balance? If you could tell a girl, you're going into a relationship and this man has children, and you don't have any, because I don't have any children either. How do you walk into a situation like that?
You have to always understand that those children should now be everybody's number one priority. Their peace of mind, their joy, their innocence should be the number one priority. Y'all's number one priority as a couple. And if you can't commit to that, then that's probably not the relationship for you. And for a long time, I wasn't interested in dating men because I wanted to be the number one priority to everybody. In my mind, the world revolved around me. And if you go into a relationship with that kind of mindset, that sort of selfish, self-centered mindset, not only is your relationship going to lose, but those kids are going to lose. And they need as many consistent, compassionate adults in their lives that put them first. Don't make your problems their problems. Don't make your pain their pain. And don't make them your best friend. When I hear people say, "Oh, my kid is my best friend," I'm like, "Ooh, you need some grown people to share things with," because kids can't process all of that, but they do embrace like their parents' pain and their anxieties and their fears and even their hopes and dreams. And it's hard to separate whose dreams and hopes and fears are whose. But yeah, so that has to be, everybody's number one priority. And when the priorities get shifted, you never want the child to lose. That should never be someone's goal. Like, I want you to think of me before, these little human beings. If you love him, you love them.
That's dope. How do you forgive someone before marriage? Because obviously
I had to forgive myself. Which is interesting in that, I guess how it plays out. Me and him didn't make very different decisions leading up to our marriage, throughout our relationship. I just didn't get caught. I just made different decisions for my body. In the times that we would be in and out and like, I'm not messing with you today. Do you? I don't care. Because I'm going to do me. I'm just choosing people that don't feel the need to talk about it. And I'm making different decisions for my body and my health. But I have zero judgment for your, the decisions that you make as a single person. I don't care. If I'm not with you, I don't care.
You don't care.
Of course, in your mind, your ego wants everyone you've ever been with in life. It could be 25 years. You kind of hope they're in like a padded cell, shaking, you're just chanting your name. God, I made a mistake. But that's not reality. And if I'm choosing to be with other people, by all means. And even if I'm not choosing to be with other people, if we're not in a committed relationship, do you, boo? I wish you had, enough respect for yourself and the other person to, protect yourself. But you deal with grown up decisions. But part of that was forgiving myself for having such low self-esteem for so much time in my life, forgiving myself for having low standards, forgiving myself for feeling like I was worthless and worthless. And when we both decided, we want to love each other at the same rate, at the same time. I feel like we're growing in the same direction finally. I feel like our love feels good. There is not pain in the love, in the loving. That's when I knew, okay, we got something. But that's also called therapy, kids.
This is therapy.
That's called therapy.
Please come back. We're going to need more wine is the book. I love you. I'm so happy for you. Like, every time I see you, no matter what, I don't care if it's hair, wigs, wine, whatever, shows. New show coming too, right?
Yes. White Dave. We just sold the story of David Talbert's life, director David Talbert from Almost Christmas. We partnered with Spring Hill, which is LeBron James and Maverick Carter's production company, and Warner Brothers, and we sold our show to ABC.
Yo, man.
So when one door closes, as much as I'm going to miss Mary Jane, other doors open. And I'm loving this producer hat as much as I'm loving this author hat.
I'm loving it for you, man. Come back anytime. Do whatever you need to do. I got you.
Thank you.
I got you. Gabrielle Union, Soul Food Thursdays. More up next, y'all, right here on Fly.